Yes, people. Welcome to another edition of All Things Football right here on the Finished Article live on YouTube. It's your boy Shazad, and I'm going to be joined shortly by my colleague Shazad. As the title says, this is going to be a quick video just previewing the games for for Saturday, Sunday, and I think there's some on Tuesday. So we're just going to run through the games, give our predictions and thoughts on each game, and yeah, we're just going to get through that, and we'll probably go through all the things that we've heard in football news-wise, and we'll wait for your comments to come through as well and see if we can answer your questions. But without further ado, here's the boy. Here's the guy with the host with the most shows on this channel. It's your boy Shaz as well. Yes, bro.
What's happening, bro? You good?
All good, man. All good yourself?
Yeah, not bad, bro. Not bad.
Nice. So as you can see, people, we've got the new background up, Facebook and Twitter at the bottom in the middle, and the YouTube's there as well in case you need it. And our personal Facebook and our personal Twitters are here and here in the bottom corners of our stream. So hit us up on either platform. The email address isn't there. Couldn't find a space to put it on, to be fair, on the background. But the email address, I've got it here. The email address is there now. So if you want to note that down, drop us an email. Go on Facebook, go on Twitter, whichever. You know, we'll get back to you as soon as we can on either platform.
Just quick one.
Yeah.
Are we live, right?
Yeah.
It says scheduled on mine.
Mine says live, bro.
Oh, it's cool. Don't worry about it.
I hit the live button. Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry. We're definitely
good,
live.
Bro. So good.
You know what? I'm going to go to YouTube now and just double check that we are live.
We must be must be a glitch on my end. Sorry, my bad, boys.
No, don't worry, man. Don't worry. Yeah, it looks like we're live, bro. Yeah, it's showing on YouTube live, bro. So we're definitely live, bro. I think it's just your side's messing up on your phone a little.
Apologies.
Minor, bro. Minor. Don't worry about that.
Glitches, but yeah, let's get back to it.
Minor, bro. Minor. What we'll do, Shaz, I'll go through the games as we always do, and I'll let you give your thoughts on the game, and I'll give my thoughts as well. We've got Saturday, we've got Sunday, and we've got 2 games on Tuesday to go through as well.
Is that part of the same game week then? The Tuesday ones, or are they part of a different?
No. Oh wait, there's games on Wednesday as well and Thursday.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. So these matches will all be part of the same game week, I believe.
Okay.
So you know what? I'm gonna have to have a quick look which games come under this game week 13. Just bear with me, folks. From what I remember, they should all be part of game week 13. Premier League. That means most of the teams are playing twice this week, aren't they? So, right, let's have a quick look, Shaz. You know what? There's no way that shows which game weeks are which, but what we'll do is we'll go all the way through we'll go to Thursday and cut it off there. And then the next video for the next game week 14 will go from the Saturday after. So that's the same. They've got games all the way till Friday. It's crazy. The game week's like they're doubling up. It's like they're doubling up on games over Christmas and everything, aren't they? So I'm not sure how you find out which game week the games
if you go to the Premier League website, you know where they have fantasy football.
Actually, no. Game week 13 is a double game week.
Yeah.
But it is a double game week, so it's definitely we're gonna go all the way to Thursday on this one, bro.
Yeah.
Apologies. We've got quite a lot of games to cover, Pete. So let's get started before we run out of time. Oh, Shaz, first game off the bat. Your favorite team to watch: Arsenal versus Newcastle, bro.
Oh, you had to, didn't you?
Hey, it's the first game on the list, bro. What can I say, bro? I know how much you love Arsenal, bro. Big Arsenal fan, this guy. He's got a season ticket to the Emirates Stadium. He travels down every week. Every week with Sol in it. You and Sol in the car in it with your Arsenal tunes on in the background.
Oh, I saw a funny Arsenal tweet. I need to send it to you later.
Yeah, man.
I'll save that for after. Yeah, we got
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Arsenal, Newcastle. This is actually one of the Premier League's classic all-time ties. What it
Yes,
was back in the day when Newcastle and Arsenal
we're a
used
good
to be
team.
good. But let's be honest, they're about as rank as they come these days.
Hey, they've
Um,
been bought by billionaires, so they're gonna try and bring that old glory back.
so it's the Cronkies versus the Arabs, the Yanks versus the Arabs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it straight. Can you believe it? I'm actually about to say something that's about to shock you. I'm
Whoa,
gonna
whoa,
say
whoa!
that
Hold
Arsenal
on,
have.
bro. Hold on. You just remember we are live, yeah. And Saul will listen to this later if he's not on live right now. So just be
Yeah,
careful, yeah.
I'm gonna go the classic 1-0 to the Arsenal.
Okay, okay. Do you know what? I've got a feeling Arsenal will take this as well, bro. They're at home at the Emirates Stadium, so I've got a feeling they're going to take this. I'm going to go with 2-1. I don't think
Yeah,
Newcastle will make it easy for them. This is
I
the
don't think
early
they'll make it
kickoff,
easy, but
12:30
like I
kickoff.
said, I think Arsenal will have just about enough quality to
Yeah,
get through this game.
defos.
Newcastle are coming back off a comeback draw against Brentford, but
Mm-hmm.
I still have Arsenal to have enough against Brentford. I mean,
Yeah, no, defos,
Newcastle,
man,
sorry.
defos. Definitely there, man. Definitely, you got that bang on there, bro. So the next three games that we're going to cover are all 3 p.m. kickoffs. So firstly, we've got Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park taking on Aston Villa. Aston Villa just coming off a 2-0 win with their first game under Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard's obviously coming up against an old rival in Patrick Vieira in this fixture as manager. What do you reckon, Shaz? What are your thoughts on this, bro?
I will give you my thoughts on the manager battle in a minute because we'll touch upon it
No, go for it,
shortly.
man. We're talking about the game. You might as well give your thoughts on the manager at the same time, bro. Just chuck it out there,
So
bro.
basically, as with most trends in football these days in Premier League,
Mm-hmm.
there seems to be a lust for ex-Premier League legends to come back and manage.
Yeah.
Uh, and we talked about this the other day.
Oh yeah, we
Managing in
did.
Scotland is one thing,
Oh yeah.
but
Oh yeah.
managing in the Premier League is a whole different cake. I think this is going to end up as a 2-2 draw because Palace are good under Vieira, and I can see Villa having this sort of like a feel-good factor under Gerrard. So I'm going to call it a
Yeah.
2-2.
2-2 draw. Okay,
They'll
cool,
cancel
cool.
each other out,
Do you
basically.
know what? I'm going to disagree with you on it, Shaz. My prediction is going to be 3-1 to Aston Villa. I think Steven Gerrard is going to continue for now with some good form at Villa. I think there'll be too much for Crystal Palace.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to go with 3-1 to Villa. I think the Aston Villa fans will be happy to hear that. So next we've got Man United's biggest rivals, Liverpool at home at Anfield taking on Southampton. This is another 3 p.m. kickoff. I'm just going to quickly say Liverpool are going to continue their form for the title contender here. To be title contenders here, they're going to beat the Liverpool B team as they used to be called back in the days. I think this is going to be a comfortable 2-3-0, maybe 4-0 for Liverpool.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you there. I can only see one winner in this.
Yeah.
And that's going to be Liverpool. Will be surprised if it wasn't. I remember
Yeah.
last time when you asked me Brighton versus Liverpool, I ended up saying emphatically that Liverpool would win 5-0. And it ended up, I believe it ended up 2-2 to Liverpool and Brighton. So
Yeah.
hoping history doesn't come back to bite us in the ass again.
Hopefully
But
not, bro.
I think Liverpool will have too much of Southampton
Yeah, no,
in this
definitely,
game.
definitely, bro.
I'd probably go 3-0 Liverpool.
3-0. Cool, cool. Now, before we do continue on with the rest of the matches, it is game week 13, which is a double game week for all teams. So if you can still get in for November's draw, if you join the finished article Fantasy Football League right now, the code is below. So get yourself joined up. You'll be in there just before game week 13. And if you come top, you'll get a prize. We are still waiting for the prizes to arrive. I've talked to a couple of different suppliers to get them ordered in. So they should be coming hopefully before Christmas. If not, it'll be the new year before they arrive. But yeah, we will definitely have those shortly for you all. But back to football, people. Back to football. Next, we have Norwich at Carroll Road hosting Wolves. What are your thoughts on this one, Shaz?
Norwich against Wolves. Do you know what? I'm gonna stick my neck out of the line and actually say Norwich will win this 1-0.
Okay. I
So
mean,
Dean
both,
Smith is
correct me if
there.
I'm wrong, last week both of these teams won, didn't they? Yeah, okay. So they're both
So
coming
Dean
off
Smith,
wins.
yeah, Dean Smith has taken over at Norwich, and they had a good win in the last game, and I can
Mm-hmm.
see them being a bit more
Continuing.
solid now that Dean
Okay.
Smith's come in.
Okay, that's
And
good. That's
I'm
good.
gonna go 1-0 Norwich.
1-0. Wow. Do you know what? I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw here. I think both teams will cancel each other out. It's gonna end a 1-1 draw. That's my prediction on it.
Fair enough.
They both come off a good win. They're both gonna be a bit cagey in this defensively. They're not gonna be pushing forward as much because they're both gonna want to continue that good form. So I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. Um, next is the last game for Saturday, 5:30 kickoff live on Sky Sports. Brighton at the Amex Stadium hosting Leeds. Your thoughts on this one, Shaz?
Oh, Brighton Leeds. Interesting. I don't. You know what? Leeds really confusing me because last season they were so good. This season they seem to be struggling really badly. I don't know
Yeah.
whether teams have just figured out how to play against them. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I would just happily call this as a 1-1 draw. I can
You're
see
going with a
Leeds
1-1
scoring,
draw. Wow.
Daniel James scoring for Leeds,
Yeah.
and then Trossard scoring an equaliser for Brighton.
Nice. Nice. I'm actually going to go 2-0 for Leeds here. I think Leeds are going
Okay.
to pick up form and get a win here because they need a win right now. So I'm going to go 2-0 Leeds. I'm not going to give you my thoughts on who's going to score.
Yeah,
If I
no,
could
that's
pick
fair enough.
if I could pick anybody, it's probably going to be Daniel James, and probably Rafinha. Probably could be wrong with that. So we'll move on to Sunday, folks. Sunday's first kickoff at 2 o'clock is Brentford versus Everton, and this one's live on Sky Sports. Brentford at home at the Brentford Community Stadium. What's your thoughts on this? What are you expecting here, Shaz?
I'm going to say that Brentford are going to win this 2-0.
Okay.
Brentford are on a good run of form. I like the way they're playing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I like the style, and for me, Everton, well, the less said about them, the better. They're
Wow.
uninspiring at best. Uh,
Wow.
but yeah, I can see Brentford coming running away with this 2-0.
Okay. Cool. No, that's good. That's good, man. That's good. Next, we have there's three 2 p.m. kickoffs on a Sunday. The first one is Burnley hosting Tottenham Hotspur at the Turf Moor Stadium. So Burnley are at home. I'm going to jump off the bat and say Tottenham are going to get beat by Burnley after what I saw this week from Tottenham in Europe. That's all I'm saying. Burnley 2-1.
Can I just say, since you brought up bottle jobs, you boys wanted Conte and you're still fucked up. That's all I'm gonna say. You wanted
Oh,
him so
shit. So we're
badly.
both going with
Yeah.
Spurs losing on this one, yeah?
Oh, without a doubt, bro. You know what? I love Spurs losing because I was so about to go on Twitter before I decided I didn't want to get banned again. I was about to that these
Oh,
guys were giving
damn.
it large to United. Yeah, we got Conte. Guess what? You boys are about to learn who's about to come over and take over. You remember that screen picture I sent you earlier, Shaz?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's about to get a whole lot
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I remember that, bro. So I'm going to go with Burnley winning this 2-1 just because of
Yeah,
Tottenham's current form. And they're away to Burnley, and Burnley at Turf Moor are a tough team.
yeah.
Next, we have another 2 p.m. kickoff. Leicester at the King Power Stadium hosting Watford, who just beat Man United 4-1 last week, which was the final nail in the coffin for Solskjaer, who has been released of his duties as Man United manager, which we'll get into a little bit later on in the show. What are your thoughts on this one, Shaz?
So who did you say was playing? Watford versus?
Leicester at home. King Power.
Yeah, I'm going Leicester to win this. Jamie
Yeah,
Vardy's back with a double. Uh,
definitely.
Watford coming back down to earth.
Yeah, I
Watford
think
last.
Watford are going to get pulled down a peg or two after that win against United. I think Leicester are going to show United how
Well,
you beat them.
last week basically showed us that it wasn't so much that Watford were good, but
It was just
Man
United was
United
shit.
were just really bad.
Yeah,
And
you're right. You're
inexperienced.
bang on
Sunday
there.
League side could have beaten that United side.
Oh
That's
yeah,
how bad
100%.
United were.
United was shocking
Yeah, they
against
were
Watford last
shocking.
week. It was shocking. So yeah,
I'm
Leicester are
gonna
going to
go
win this. I'm going
2-0
with two.
Leicester. Yeah,
I'm going to 3-1 Leicester. Um, yeah, it'll be a good game though. I think Watford will give Leicester a game. It won't be an easy win.
no doubt. Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
the next game of the week, another 2 p.m. kickoff. Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium hosting West Ham. Your thoughts on that one, Shaz?
So first of all, thoughts on the empty head, uh,
Hey,
as we like to
listen,
call
yeah,
it.
the Etihad wasn't so empty when they played PSG. They finally sold it out just because Messi was in town. That's all I'm saying on that topic. Carry on, Shaz.
Yeah, but it's irrelevant because they still haven't won a Champions League, so they can sit
Carry on, bro.
bring
Carry
Messi
on.
to town.
Let's not dwell on Man City's Champions League success because there is
You know
none.
what? I'm gonna stick my neck out on the line. I reckon West Ham can actually do Man City over.
Nah,
West Ham are
I don't
currently
think
in
that's gonna
form,
happen, bro. I don't think that's gonna
and
happen, bro.
yes, I like to take a
You're
dive
taking
to
a
the dark
chance on
side.
them, and I don't think it's going to pay off for you, bro.
Yeah,
I'm being serious on that one. City are going to be too big, too much for
yeah, you're
who are
probably
they?
right.
Who did I just say they were playing?
West Ham.
West Ham. Sorry, yeah, Man City are going to be too big for West Ham, and they're going to be too good for them.
Yeah.
But you've got your own opinion, bro. That's what this show's about. We give our opinions. You're going with West Ham. I'm going with Man City. We'll see who wins that battle. Um, the last game of the week, of the day, sorry, on Sunday, 4:30 kickoff, live on Sky Sports. Chelsea at Stanford Bridge, hosting your boys, Manchester United. Now, Man United have got a new manager in place. At the moment, it's still Michael Carrick. And just a little bit of information, there is talk of Ralph Ragnick taking over until the end of the season, and also staying on for a further 2 years as an advisor consultant role to the manager, which I think is really good. But what we'll do is we won't talk too much about him. We'll talk about him in Fergie time later on in the week. So if you want to catch our thoughts on
Yep.
him, tune in to Fergie time later on this week. The schedule will be up either later today or at some point tomorrow or over the weekend. But back to business as usual, Shaz. Chelsea versus Man United at Stamford Bridge. What's your predictions, bro?
Well, if you'd have asked me last week, I would have said emphatic Chelsea win. And
Yeah,
you have to be cautious because this is still a very good Chelsea side. However,
100%.
I have a funny feeling that the guy said, it's a pickup after the Villarreal game. Uh, I think Man United will make themselves hard to beat. They won't be
Mm,
as open and leaky as uh, as they have been before. And I can actually see this going 2-0 Man United.
wow. 2-0.
Well, so
Now,
what they're going to do
you're
is,
being
what
very
they're going to
ambitious
do
there.
is,
You've got too much hope now that Solskjaer's gone, bro. That's what I'm telling you.
I
Even though
what they
Solskjaer's gone, even though
what they're
Solskjaer's
going to
gone,
do
bro, and
is, yeah.
I think we've got a better system because we played really well against Villarreal.
What
Um,
we're going to do is we're going to soak up all the pressure that Chelsea are going to throw
I don't think we've got
at
enough,
Man
bro. We
United.
don't have a good defense to take on Chelsea in that way.
Well,
I
one good
don't think
thing
it'll
is
be 2
Maguire.
0, but I'll go with United with the win, bro. I'm sticking with the United win here.
But
I'm
you know
going to
the
go
best bit
3-2
is, you
win.
know,
So it's going to be a big
you,
game, this.
you know the best bit is you don't have to worry about Maguire because he can't play anyway. He's suspended. So you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about him
Yeah, but
making
Varane's out as well, bro. So who's going to play? Who's going to be our centre back partnership?
Sweden's number one, bro. Sweden's number one.
Lindelof.
Linda soft and by.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me, bro. Sorry. Uh, Nah,
I
you
take a
know
bit
what?
of
I
banter in
really
there.
do rate Bailly. If he hadn't been so injured while during his spell at United so far, we wouldn't have even need to get Harry Maguire. He would have been our number one choice.
True,
We
true,
wouldn't have had to
true.
cough up 80 million for Harry Maguire if Bailly was fit and playing regularly for us. But saying that, like I said, 3-2 United. I think we're going to continue the good form under Carrick for a little bit longer before Ragnick takes over the reins, probably next week. But yeah, so that's the first half of the fixtures done and dusted up to Sunday. Now, from Tuesday to Thursday, the fixtures are all live on Amazon Prime. So if you want to watch any of these next fixtures till the end of this video, you're gonna have to get Amazon Prime. Tuesday they kick off. What time is that, bro? The timings for these games are really weird, man. So Newcastle versus Norwich is at 7:30 at St James's Park. I think Newcastle will take that. Newcastle will beat Norwich 2-1.
Yeah, I think I'd go
Norwich are
to
just
no.
Norwich are gonna get hit here hard. I think it'll probably be maybe 2
Yeah,
0 2 0
I'd go
3
one
0
nil
I reckon.
Newcastle. Yeah,
The second game of Tuesday, Leeds at home at Ellen Road hosting Crystal Palace. Now, this is going to be interesting because it depends how these teams do in their games before that. But saying that, I still think Leeds will win this one. I can't predict the score, but I think Leeds will take that. What are
I'll
your
go
thoughts
one
on
nil
that, Shaz?
Leeds.
You're going 1-0 Leeds, yeah?
Yeah,
I can't really say whether it's 1-0 or not. I'm just going to say Leeds are going to take the win. Then we go to Wednesday. The timings on these are weird as well, man. By the time it's half time in the first couple of games, the last two games kick off, which is really weird. So the first game of Wednesday evening, 7:30 kickoff, Southampton at St Mary's Stadium hosting Leicester. I think Leicester will continue their good form
yeah, let's
and
do
beat and win this game. What are you saying on that, Shaz?
Do you remember when Leicester last went to St Mary's and beat Southampton 9-0? I
Yeah.
won't say it'll be 9-0,
You won't say it's
but
going to be that big of a scoreline, but
it will be a
you're
win for
going with that
Leicester.
team, yeah?
Yeah, I'll go with
Fair
that team.
enough, man. Fair enough. So the next game at Vicarage Road, Watford are hosting Chelsea. So Man United's last two opponents by this point are going to be facing off against each other. Watford beat
Let's
Man
just call
United
it
1-0,
Chelsea.
and
Let's call it Chelsea.
Chelsea, obviously they could beat Man United, we don't know. So it could be the last two teams that beat United in the Premier League going head to head here. But yeah, you're right, Chaz. I'm going with a Chelsea win, probably 3-0, maybe more. Because I think Leicester are going to get brought down to earth again in this fixture. Then we move on to West Ham at the London Stadium, taking on Brighton. Again, I think West Ham are going to be, after their loss to Man City, they're going to come back with a bang. They're going to beat Brighton 3-1, 4-1 at least, I reckon. What do you reckon, Shaz,
Yeah,
on that?
yeah, I'd agree with you. I can't disagree. I think
Yeah.
West Ham will have too much for him.
Yeah, no, definitely. We've got another 7:30 kickoff. Wolves at home at the Mullinex Stadium hosting Burnley. I think Wolves are too good at home, and I don't think Burnley will beat them. I've got this game's got a draw written all over it to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go no. Actually, that's how bad it will be.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go the same because they're both. I'm guessing these two teams are both going to lose, possibly their last game that we just spoke about, and then they're both going to be very cagey against each other here. The next two games are kicking off at 8:15. Aston Villa hosting Man City at Villa Park. Man City are going to thrash Aston Villa. They're going to give Stevie G his first loss of the
Yeah,
season
Man
as
City will
manager.
win. Yeah,
So Man City will beat Aston Villa at Villa Park, giving Steven Gerrard his first loss. Probably going to be a very comfortable win for Man City. I'm going with maybe 2-0, 3-0 here.
Yeah, that sounds about right. 2-0.
Yeah,
2-0 Man City.
you're going 2-0, yeah. So the next game is the Merseyside derby, Goodison Park, Everton versus Liverpool. So I'm just going to say Everton do always show up in this game against Liverpool. It's like Man United always show up against Man City or Liverpool. Everton usually do show up, but I think Liverpool are going to be too strong for them. So Liverpool are going to take the win. I think Liverpool will win comfortably, maybe 3-1 or 2-1. But I
Yeah,
don't
win
think it'll be an
big.
easy game. I think Everton will give them a bit of
Two,
a
two, two,
run for their
one
money.
Liverpool. Yeah, I'd go 2-1 Liverpool. Yeah.
You're going 2-1 Liverpool, yeah? So the next two games are on Thursday, the 2nd of December. So the first game of the evening is Tottenham Hotspur at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, hosting Brentford. I think this is where Tottenham come back and get a win finally by beating Brentford, maybe 1-0 or 2-0. Very defensive game for Conte. I think what will happen is they'll score the early goal and then just park the bus and maybe go for a second and hit him on a counter with Son to score the second, and maybe Harry Kane to score the first. That's what I'm going to say on that one. What about you, Shaz?
So I'm gonna
Tottenham
go.
versus Brentford.
I'm gonna go against you, and I'm gonna say that Brentford are gonna
Woo!
win. I
Wow.
I like going against Spurs just for jokes.
You don't really like Spurs, do you?
Uh,
That's the truth.
nah, never have, mate. Never have, bruv. I'm gonna go 1-0 Brentford. Ivan Toney with the goal. 90th minute winner. Then we'll go on Twitter and be like, "Hey, how's Conte working out for you?" Say,
Bro, you're going to be doing that soon. You're going to be on Twitter just beefing up with these Spurs fans, innit?
we love to see it. We love to see it.
Yeah, no one likes bottle job Spurs, man. We all know that. So the last game of Thursday and the last game of game week 13 is Manchester United at Old Trafford at home, hosting probably one of their oldest rivals in Arsenal.
Oh wow,
I always loved this fixture. I've always loved it. From back in the days of Keane and Vieira, I've always loved this fixture. But recently it's not been as spicy as it used to be. So I'm hoping it's an
well that
interesting game.
could be Ragnarok's first game in charge.
Exactly. So if this is Ragnarok's first game in charge, we're going to get the win. Because if you notice, these other managers that have developed the Gorgen press tactic, or I think that's what it's called, they got this tactic from Ragnick, right? So people like Klopp, and then there's another manager, is it
Tuchel.
Tuchel? That's the one. So their tactics are based off this guy's philosophy in football. So if he comes to United, he's going to be showing them how it's done. He's coming to the Premier League to show his budget how it's done, bro.
You know if that happens, Arsenal are done, bro.
Exactly, bro. Arsenal are
I
done,
can't.
bro.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
go
Sol, but
3-0 Man
Arsenal are
United.
getting done. You're
I
going
reckon 3-0
3-0?
Man United. Yeah, I'm
Wow,
going 3-0.
wow. 3-0 Man United, yeah? I'm probably going to go to... I'm probably going to say this is going to be a close game because United need to do a lot of work to to be a better team than they have been recently. And I don't think a new manager coming in is going to do that on its own. So the training has to change. So it's going to take time for that to happen. So I say this is going to be an interesting game. I'm going to go with Man United 3-2 or 3-1. But I'm definitely going with United win over Arsenal, especially with Arsenal's current form. So yeah, that is game week 13. It's a double header. The second set of games, as we've just gone through, are all on Amazon Prime. The first lot are either Sky Sports or BT Sports, or the 3 p.m. kickoffs, so they won't be shown live on TV anywhere in the UK. Let's say this, though. It's a very interesting game week. It's 2 weeks in one. It's basically 2 games per team. So 6 points could be up for, 6 points up for grabs for all teams here. And I think United need to grab those 6 points quickly, especially if we beat Chelsea. That gives us it gives us the opportunity to climb that table. So obviously we've got 2 tough opponents. We've got Chelsea and then we've got Arsenal back to back. and then within 3 to 4 days of each other. So it's going to be tough, and I think we're going to have to rotate the squad. So this is why we're going to have to see a rotation of the squad. You can't have the same 11 start against Chelsea, then start against Arsenal. You're going to need to rotate some of those players. So you're going to need to rest some players in the first game and then bring them in for the Arsenal game. Maybe play your best 11 against Chelsea, because let's be honest, they're the title. They're probably champions right now in my eyes.
I can see Donny van de Beek starting both. I can actually.
You know what? I wouldn't be upset if Donny van de Beek started both. He started Villarreal and he played well. Was our best player in that game. What I would personally do is maybe play your big team against Chelsea and then swap some players out and bring in players like Jesse Lingard in the Arsenal game, because we all know Jesse Lingard loves to do his dancing at the Emirates. I would love to see Cavani play in one of these, bro. I absolutely love Cavani. I'll say it time and time again. His movement off the ball is probably, best in the whole world in football. Like, his positioning is absolutely amazing off the ball. He's always in the right place at the right time. His movement, everything is just impeccable, and he's a brilliant player to watch. And he's a brilliant role model for younger players to follow and watch how he plays. So people like Mason Greenwood, Martial, Rashford. That's another player I didn't expect to play for United over the week. Was Martial. He started. I was quite surprised that he started. But I'm guessing Carrick likes him. But what does that mean for Mason Greenwood? Because if Martial's going to start, Sancho's going to start, and Rashford's going to start.
Well, Greenwood's out with COVID right now. So
shit, that's probably why Martial's playing.
That's the reason why Martial's playing.
So I mean, we've got a big week coming up for United. We've got Arsenal and Chelsea. Big game week, if you ask me. 6 points, and United need the 6 points, but I don't think we're going to get it. Maybe get 4 points or 3 from this. I've got a feeling for some reason we're not going to beat Chelsea. We may scrape a draw against them and get the point, and then we'll go on and beat Arsenal. So 4 points is better than 3, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
Every point counts in the league. So obviously we spoke about this a little bit earlier when we were talking about United. Ralph Rangnick is looking likely to come over to United as the new interim manager up until the end of the season, and then stay on for a 2-year period as a consultant or advisor to the manager. So the way they're structuring this is that United play Rangnick's philosophy of football, but then they have a different manager who picks the squad. That's the way it's going to be. You can't have Ragnar there and then not have his philosophy of football in the team, because he won't stay otherwise.
What he's going to do is he's going to instill a philosophy of how United should play going forward, which is fine.
Yeah, and he's going to stay there to make sure that happens.
Yeah, it's fine.
For 2 years, because let's be honest, another manager coming in will just change the system the way he wants it. But if United have Ragnarok as that advisory consultant role, the manager's going to know that, right, I can use this amazing manager who's got this great philosophy to get advice from. And which manager will want to be able to get advice from? Probably one of the best managers around. It's like having Pep as a consultant and then having another manager just be able to get that, advice from him, or Sir Alex Ferguson as a consultant to the manager.
Yeah, no doubt.
Who wouldn't want something like that? I'm not comparing Ragnar to Pep or Alex Ferguson, because he's not as big and as good as them, but he's up there. He's a great manager. He's got a great philosophy on football.
Yeah, no doubt. I know we'll cover it more on Fergie time.
100%.
I think he'll be a good appointment. It'd be good to see how he instills the style in players.
Yeah,
especially definitely. I love the best bit where he said, "I don't want anyone to pass backwards," which is a relief, because we got kind of sick and tired of them looking backwards. Guys, you want to pass, run forward.
So what I'm going to do, bro, is I'm going to run through a few little rumours that I can see in front of me right now in football before we wrap up.
Yeah, go
So
for it, bro.
so there's news that Haaland's preferred destination, if he does leave Borussia Dortmund next year, is Real Madrid, but he has not yet made his final decision of where he wants to go.
Okay.
So it's likely he's going to end up at Real Madrid with Mbappe, and
Fair enough.
Haaland and Mbappe is a lethal up front team.
Yeah.
That them two alone will win trophies for Real Madrid, and then they've got Benzema there as well, man. And Benzema to me is still one of the best strikers in the world.
No doubt.
This is an interesting one. Newcastle are leading the chase to sign France winger Ousmane Dembele, with United also interested in the 24-year-old whose contract runs out next summer. So if he doesn't sign by January, another team could snap him up in January, just like they can with Pogba.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting to see when Dembele ends up, because I've always rated him as a player, but he's not hit his full potential. Maybe he just needs that change away from Barca to hit that full potential. Barca are desperate for attacking reinforcement in January and are considering signing 28-year-old attacking midfielder Jesse Lingard from Man United and Edison Cavani from Man United. United will be stupid to let Cavani go or Jesse Lingard, but Lingard's contract's up soon, so I will probably cash in on him if he's not going to renew.
Well, yeah, I think they will.
So I don't get where this has come from, but I'll read it out anyway. Leeds and England midfielder Calvin Phillips will reject a move to rivals Manchester United next summer to remain at Leeds United. So I don't think Phillips would reject a move to United. He'd be a great fit for United to put him next to Van der Beek, especially if Pogba leaves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Great English midfielder. Played well in the Euros. Plays well for Leeds. Very consistent. Good at defending. When in the Euros, he broke up play very well against our oppositions for England, and I'd love to see him do that for United. And I think he's the type of player that we need, and let Van der Beek push forward with Bruno, with the fact with obviously that in the head that we've got someone that can cover us cover the back four on his own without us, because Philip can run. He covers a lot of ground. So moving on, United are close to appointing Ralph Ragnick as interim manager until the end of the season, and he'll be involved in the process of choosing his permanent successor. So once because he's going to stay as a consultant, he's going to help pick the next manager that he thinks will suit United. I'm good with that. I am good with that, because this move for Ragnick coming to United is a great move for United. And on the interim period, having Ragnick, it's really good, because he's going to bring his philosophy over, and he's going to stay on for 2 years as a consultant with that same philosophy for the next manager. And that's what United need, is some stability right now.
True.
City forward Ferran Torres is a target for Barca at the new camp. Wait, hold on. Yeah, so it's looking likely Barca are just trying to sign every striker in the world. They're after Jesse Lingard, they're after Cavani, they're after Ferran Torres. Do you know what I mean? Who knows what's going to happen? Sol, behave yourself with that comment. Watford 4-1. Wait till United come to and play Arsenal at Old Trafford. We're going to smash you. We're going to smash you, bruv. I'll let Shaz give his thoughts on that, Shaz. Go on.
Oh, man. You had to do this now, didn't you?
Sol, it's not me, bro. It's Sol. He came here just to leave that comment. I guarantee he's going to leave as well before you reply. Go on, Shaz. Let him know how you feel.
Yeah, so cold. I mean, you can't hide away from the shit result that it was, but
I'm just going to bring it back up just for Sol's sake.
It's times have changed. There's a German taking charge, and Arteta's running scared. So beware, bro. Beware.
Madness. Actually, to be fair, the next news is about Mikel Arteta. He's denied Arsenal are willing to listen to offers for Nicolas Pepe in January, so it looks like he wants to keep him. Let's have a look. Conte, he's making evaluations about his players before speaking with the club, so it's looking likely some players are on the chopping block at Spurs after their midweek performance in Europe. Bloody heck. Alexander Mitrovic from Fulham has been lined up for a dream move to Juventus. That'd be a good move for him. That'd be a very good move for him. So there's an English midfielder called Carney Chukwumeka, 18-year-old. He's at Aston Villa in the reserves, I'm guessing under 18s. Apparently, he's said he's not going to sign a new contract with Aston Villa, and that's put all the other Premier League clubs on alert, including Man United, Man City, and Liverpool. So he seems like he's a talented young player who's not willing to stay at Aston Villa. He probably wants to be featured in the first team, or he wants to be at a bigger club where he's going to get the opportunities. Is there anything else that I've missed, Shaz?
I think you've pretty much covered it. I'd love to be able to tell you, but I'm on my mobile, so if I
Yeah,
go off
I
this,
know
then
that. I know you're
yeah,
in
I
the
think
mobile, bro. I know that. We're cool with that, bro. So I'm just going to run through these last few little bits really quickly then, Shaz. City will step up their efforts to obviously secure Raheem Sterling, who's been linked with a move to Barca. No surprises there. They want to keep one of their top players. United have joined a number of clubs, including Tottenham and Newcastle, in wanting to sign 21-year-old Serbian forward Dusan Vlahovic from Fiorentina. Okay. Apparently, PSG have held talks with Zidane as they prepare for the possibility of Pochettino joining United. Ragnick, who is set to become United's interim manager, initially rejected an offer before agreeing to new terms at United. Even though Ragnick's there, United still want Poch to take over as manager next summer. So I'm guessing Ragnarok will have to be okay with that. But I'm guessing he is if he's come to new terms with United. Man City's left-sided Ukraine international Zinchenko is on Newcastle's list of January's targets. Who's not been linked with Newcastle since they've been taken over, bro? Flipping heck.
everyone.
That's just crazy. So this is a midfielder that I thought United should have signed earlier. Milinkovic Savic from Lazio. He's a target for United as a possible replacement for Pogba, whose contract runs out in the summer. I've always said United should sign this guy. He's a very good player. It's about time he comes to United. Apparently, Chelsea have made some breakthrough in contract talks with Andreas Christensen, who is set to become a free agent in the summer. Barca are looking at making a move for Basel striker Cabral, but will have to sell some players before they can bring in the Brazilian. Obviously, due to their financial situation, they're going to have to sell quite a few of their players, and obviously they've dropped the wages of some players, and that's why Dembele is leaving, because he doesn't want to drop his wage, so he's going to continue on his £205,000 a week till summer, and then he's gone to a new club. And I'm guessing he'll sign in January with his new club, because he can sign from the 1st of January. He can sign with anybody on a pre-agreement. Yeah. And I've got a feeling he's going to end up at Newcastle, bro, because Newcastle are going to throw him money, and they can build a project around him because he's still a young player. Sol says, how many trophies has Ratnick won? 100%. I'm not sure on that. I don't know too much about him. I don't know too much about his history of winning trophies. I just know about his philosophy in football. But yeah, that's all the information I've got, all the rumours and stuff that I've read. Is there anything that I've missed, Shaz? Is there anything that I've missed there, Sol, before we head off, bro?
Nothing from my side, unless Sol has anything that he wants to cover.
I think Sol just wants to cover Arsenal. If he's still on, Sol, if he's still in the comments, who are Arsenal looking at signing? in January or in summer. What's the plan for Arsenal going forward? Are they going to be? Are they looking at sacking Arteta? What's the situation? Let me know, man. Let me know in the comments. We'll talk about it. What's going on, Shaz? So out of the fixtures that we spoke about, Shaz, which one are you most looking forward to? I'll ask that.
Probably Man United, Arsenal.
Yeah, same here, man. I always love that fixture. Either United Arsenal or United Chelsea. I'm looking forward to both of them. Because they're both big games for United.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a good week.
I think Sol's left there, so appreciate everyone tuning in. Appreciate the love and support. The Facebook is below, the Twitter's below. And if you haven't already, why haven't you subscribed to the YouTube channel? You're watching the video, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, get yourselves notifications every time we do go live. We are going to be back tomorrow with Final Cut, or the Finished Cut, sorry. Apologies, the Finished Cut, where we review 8 Mile, the movie starring Eminem. So if you want to catch our thoughts on that, we'll be on tomorrow to let you know. After that, we'll probably put the schedule in for the rest of the week. So if you want to look out for the schedule, it will be there next week. It will be there after tomorrow or on Sunday. So you'll be able to see all the shows that are lined up for the coming week. But again, as I said, appreciate the love and support. Smash the like button on the video. And I don't know what happened there. Shaz decided to leave early. But appreciate everyone tuning in. That's me signing off for today, and I'll see you tomorrow.